I'm Meg. I'm 32 years old.
My name is Ryan Brown. I'm 24 years old.
My name is Christopher Fox Graham, and I'm 33 years old.
I've worked on a few different collaborations and projects up here with Flagstaff poets and musicians. Right now we're in the middle of the Necessary Publishing poetry project.
Poetry collaborations, I've put together chapbooks, which are short collections of poetry for the Flagstaff National Poetry Slam team and the Sedona National Poetry Slam team. I've worked on a couple poetry websites.
So Necessary Publishing has been going on officially since the end of December, but it really has its roots in the last 4 or 5 years. So the poets involved with the group have all been working together, or been roommates together, or just best friends, and so they've all been sort of collaborating, and this kind of just ties them all together into an organization. But officially the website's been up since December 31st, and we started all of our programs together about that same time. But we've kind of been working on what to do and how to build it since I believe this fall.
In the Necessary Publishing project, I am a poet, an organizer, and I just like to think that my poetry and my desire to read other people's poetry is enough to keep people contributing to the project.
My role in Necessary Publishing is, first off, I'm the webmaster. Second off, I kind of do a lot of the tech support. I have a background in writing as a newspaper journalist, so I also write prose, so I'll be writing a lot of the copy to sort of help with the grant process. I also write most of the content that goes up for the website. The poets themselves obviously write the poetry, but I kind of write the introduction and lead into that stuff. So
I work as creative director. My background is actually in personal and professional coaching and consulting. So I've just acted as a guide, mostly helping people figure out what role they want to take on for this project. I'm a firm believer that everyone gets the job that they want, and so everyone who's participating in this project has chosen to take on a particular role. Ryan Brown is our liaison with Flag Slam.
Flagstaff Slam Master since 2008. That pretty much involves organizing, promoting, and being at the slam to make sure everything goes off without a hitch.
So the goals for this project is to essentially make Necessary Publishing self-sustaining. We want to put out an anthology of our work. So the anthology will both be in print, but also online. In the online version, rather than just reading the poems on a page, you can click on a video and see a video performance of that poem, or click on an audio clip and hear that poem put to music. We want to make the project self-sustaining in terms of the website, so the website is kind of taken care of, because that's kind of the bread and butter about where people go and how to find the projects we do.
The project Necessary Publishing is really aimed at keeping, a creative force going in northern Arizona. We have a lot of good young poets and musicians associated with this project, and a lot of them, need kind of a community to work with or build off of in order to become successful in their craft or in order to grow, and that's something that we want to be able to provide for people.
Necessary Publishing, as a collaborative, we want to be able to provide a platform for publication for those younger authors and writers who are just getting into doing this type of work and who might not necessarily have the opportunity to publish otherwise. Our intention is in future to host workshops for at-risk youth and encourage them to express themselves, through writing.
The name Necessary Poetry stemmed from the Poetry is Necessary stickers created by Northern Arizona poet Chris Lane.
And saw a car with a bumper sticker that said, "Poetry is necessary." And it was kind of funny. I stopped to take a picture of it, and the owner of the car came out, and it was this really awkward scenario. But that phrase sort of stuck with me. And when I first started talking to the kids at Flag Slam about working together on a collaborative project, we were looking for a name for it. And as soon as I suggested Necessary Poetry, quite a few of them connected with that name.
It's actually a quote from Adrienne Rich. She was a poet and an essayist and a feminist, and she wrote in a preface to a critique of poetry, "I do not think poetry is more or less necessary than food, shelter, education, decent working conditions, it is as necessary. And some poets in the Sedona area have taken the concept of poetry as necessary and put it on bumper stickers and made it a mantra for the poetry scene down there, and it's since spread across northern Arizona, so you can find it on bumper stickers and flyers all over northern Arizona. So we decided to pay homage to that name and to all that quote means, and came up with Necessary Publishing.
Yeah, the website for Necessary Publishing is necessarypublishing.com. We also have a Facebook, Necessary Poetry, for the poetry-based portions of the project.
So our website is necessarypublishing.com, and it kind of works as a hub. So people go to the website and they can meet the artists, read their bios, watch videos of them performing in slams or other venues. They can click on audio clips and hear some of their poetry put to music. They can see video clips that we've done. They can also buy merchandise, anything from a coffee cup to a chapbook. But then also it works as a link, so if you like a certain poet, or you like what a certain poet has done with putting poetry to music or whatever, you can kind of follow them away from the website and go to whatever other project that they have, be it a SoundCloud or my blog that I've been running for about 10 years. That kind of covers poetry and arts in northern Arizona. Or go to watch skate videos about some of our poets who also are full-time skateboarders. Just to kind of show it's not just a group of people trying to get together to write poetry and make money off it. It's we are people who have these really rich lives, and these lives influence the kind of work that we do with our poetry. So you can kind of see who and what we are by following away from the website to these other secondary sites.
So who are some of the people involved in this project?
Ryan Brown, Evan Dissinger, Josh Floyd, Robert Chandler Gonzalez, Maya Hall, myself, Taylor Hayes, Vincent Vega, Verb Kensington, Frank O'Brien, Jackson Morris, Tara Pollock, John Q, Ashley Swayze, Austin Reeves, Josh Wiss, and Valence.
If I could write our introduction as a screenplay, we'd be dressed in the best of our respective histories.
Smashed down the walls of apprehension, I could already see you building against my wishful X-ray vision.
The sickly sounds of lustrous lovemaking.
Mystery, we've become well-versed in days of war and nights of love, and found that living this fast you are never too young to be a storyteller.
I blind my internal workings, cause I've had enough sunspots on these lenses implanting. These people are evil and they are not your friends.
What is a wrong note when you were always only steps away from resolving?
At least I'm trying to get anywhere but where my mother's ended up, and I love her to death, but I don't want her to love me there, so I'm moving in a while.
Misaligned wire could transform a craft of beauty into a coffin.
It's where I first smoked hash and first inhaled a line of federal crime. It's where a 15-year-old's parents would agree to drop him off for a few hours.
Thousands of miles and light years from childhood, the Sonoran breathing sand on each country's land, but we're not supposed to know we have this much in common. The particle